The advancement in AI have been massive for the last 3 to 4 years. And one of the biggest problems that it came with is security. Today, I have with me an expert to discuss these issues with me. Muhammad, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
You
glad to be
see,
here.
yeah, for the last few years, 3 to 4 years, we have had so much of improvement in terms of AI. AI tools are getting more smarter, and every single week we get to see a new AI, a new advancement. But one of the problems that every single AI comes with is the security, data, privacy. Those are things that they comes with it. And I feel like a lot of people don't tend to discuss about this, don't talk about it. But on your view, what is one thing that AI basically, what is the security risk that AI have exposed people to? I mean, a average person. What is one security risk that AI have
Yeah,
come with?
I got you. So basically, the important factor here is not even about AI; it's about internet. Since before even the AI stuff came out, people were having some problem with data privacy and all those stuff.
Exactly.
So nowadays, with the AI, the most important factor with AI is deepfakes and all those stuff.
Exactly. That's
Yes,
true too.
yeah, it's deepfakes and all those stuff. So, and you have to read the policy. You feel me? The policy and all those people they don't read the policy of this AI because they are collecting also a lot of information as all the other apps and all those stuff. So, and I think one of the important factor of AI being able to like take data from people or expose people in public is the over reliance on AI. People use AI a lot, even for a simple task. They use AI a lot. So I think we have to stop using AI that much, even for specific. They don't use their brain anymore. But we are not talking about that. But this is like an advice, for people who are watching this and all the stuff. But the major part of AI now, of all the problem with AI, is deepfake. This is the major part. It's giving a lot of loss for enterprise. The millions of dollars. So
Exactly.
this is
I
the
mean,
important
that
part.
that's an actually really good. Talking about deepfake is one of the biggest problem. Nowadays, people can basically just take your picture and basically create
Yeah.
sorts of crazy stuff
Yeah.
on it. Maybe saying you are, maybe just put it with an audio
Yeah.
AI, and basically you see yourself speaking something else that is not absolutely true.
Yeah.
But also, you also talk about privacy, data privacy, and this is something that is also a big problem before AI, and now
Yeah.
we are having it that amplified. So how do you think? Data. How can we basically? Big companies are stealing data. Do you think all those big companies are basically stealing data from us, or what are some of the things that we should do at least to protect ourselves and our data?
Okay. As a cybersecurity guy, I know you cannot do anything to protect yourself for big company like Google and all those stuff. You cannot do anything to protect yourself until and unless you use some fake residential to open different accounts. You feel me? But as long as you use your own stuff, and as long as you are using systems like Android and all those stuff, or Apple and all those stuff, they're collecting some your data and all those stuff. Even if you buy a new phone, the policy, the step to even unlock the first step, there will be some policies and all those stuff, and they are really small to read. You feel me? And they made it on purpose. It's really small. Even the different policies on Google, on if you have a new app or you want to install a new software and all those stuff, you will see the policy, but it's too small to read.
Yeah.
They did it on purpose because they don't want people to read all this stuff. So basically, if one person find out, okay, they are stealing our data and all those stuff, so they can come back and they can show you, these are the policy that will show you why installing this software and all those stuff. But we didn't read it because it's too long. Even on the pharmacy paper, it's like that. So they made it on purpose. So as a cybersecurity guy, AI is not the privacy problem is not about AI. It's about internet, and it's about how people use their stuff. And you can protect yourself from hackers. You can protect yourself from bad people, but you cannot protect yourself from big company like Google and all those stuff who are managing all your data, your privacy, your private information, your banking and all those stuff. Who are having all those? You cannot protect yourself from them. They will not do bad stuff with your data. They will just maybe sell some of your information to advertisement stuff, just to earn some money, but they will not do bad stuff. But to protect yourself against hackers like me, I do hacking, but in the ethical way. So So next time we'll talk about that. You know how they do all this.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Ethical hacking.
Yeah, but AI is not that much the biggest problem of like privacy and all those stuff of security. AI is not that much. Like as I said before, it's deepfake and cloning the voices, cloning the images of people using it. That's why people nowadays they don't like they don't do video with their children, or they don't do this kind of, because I can take your picture, I can take your was just your video of 5 seconds of you, and I
Exactly,
can
and
make
clone
you
it.
do everything.
Exactly.
You just see 1 week or 2 weeks before in a big market in the United States, Donald Trump was launching the leg of this guy, Elon Musk.
Exactly.
Big screen everywhere in the big man. Everybody was able to see it. Yeah,
But it's totally a deepfake.
It's still happening. They were trying to disconnect all the cables. You know?
Exactly. I mean, that's an absolutely what we are actually, I know, talking about here is okay. Of course, you know, the issue of data security and also issue of security have been there, and is an issue that will always be. But the level in which AI have come and amplify it is like more worse. Especially when it comes to the fake now. You know, I mean, as you say, some people know that they should stop posting their self or even that pay that kids, but some people do not understand the consequences, right? The consequences, what is come, and how people can easily take their information and basically do a lot of crazy stuff in terms of that. Of course, big companies like you know, Google, Meta, and all that kind of, so they can use that. For example, all of this big models we are having today, they use our data in order to train them, right? And this is something that we don't have consents or we don't give the consents about, but they are using it. Just recently, some of them are basically given they are enabling features that allow us to disconnect or basically disable permission to allow them to use our data for training, which is something that just recently they are just updating it, like Meta, what do you call it, and all that kind of stuff. So how do you think we should address the issue of this fake, at least from your own perspective? The fake,
deep fake and all this stuff.
How someone can be able to prevent itself in terms of, you know, people who will use that information, whether it's their voice, whether it's their image.
Yeah. For example, okay, if I have to say that, for someone is trying to, he wanna make you pay some amount, like he wanna make you pay because he's having a video of you doing this kind of stuff, doing this kind of stuff, even though it's not you. So for people to know that this is a fake and this is not a fake, you can clearly, deep fake is not that much. It's advanced a little bit, but it's not that much advanced at the point that you cannot differentiate between the deep fake and the original one. So some people will, as a cybersecurity expert, if I see a video, I can just say that this is a deep fake and this is. But the worst part is audio. If I take your audio and make you say certain kind of stuff, nobody can verify that. I cannot verify that. Yeah, people will think that this is true. So some people can take your voice as I'm the CEO of the enterprise. You are like my assistant, all those stuff, and you are working as an enterprise. And hacker is that side, and he's cloning my voice, and he's texting you with the same number, his number. The hackers can do that. They believe able to replicate your number, use your number as, you feel me? So they clone your voice. They made you say something. Like you can see
it's really easy.
Yeah, this is the contact of my CEO.
Exactly, and it's easy to believe.
It's easy to believe. So they send you that, okay, I want you to make the transfer to this person account and all those stuff, or I will give you the account number, and they will transfer the money to that account because it's deep voice. It happened, a Chinese staff, they lost 15 millions because they made a video call and the CEO was present. All the members of the company they were all present in the video. Like me, us calling our teachers now, we are discussing.
Exactly.
And so this is really,
and they fake it.
Yeah. So the thing is, you have to really go through a trusted source. Even if someone sends you, ask you, your CEO or someone asks you to do something, you have to really verify. Even the information that AI will give you, ChatGPT, you ask sometimes, it will give you some misinformation. So you gotta validate the AI response also. This is also one of these two things: validate the AI response and try to verify every time the source of if it's video or audio, what is being sent to you. Yeah, I think these are, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that's really true. So one of the biggest also issues that a lot of people, average person, average citizens, is that we tend to read news. We tend to click on every source of link, right? And those links are one of the things that a lot of people can easily get access and basically control your devices and all. What are some of the things that people should do if they see a link and they are, because a lot of link, those hackers, those people who get to your device, they can make those link in a way that there's no way you can differentiate them from the original, unless or until you have some technical knowledge to understand that, okay, look, they have just make one letter out of the whole domain name, just and maybe make it a capital, and then the whole link look the same. What is one thing that someone should do if anyone send a strange link to him? I mean, what is one website to verify that link before using it, or what is something that to do basically to help people stay secure in terms of that receiving link and clicking on links?
Yeah. For that, there are a lot of measures to protect yourself against those kind of stuff. The first, you gotta be conscious, and you gotta don't click on any link, even if it's Instagram. Instagram sends you the link. It's completely like Instagram. You feel me? Don't click on that link first. There are some websites to verify the source of the link, or to verify if the link is not a phishing email. So I will give you that website. You can
Yeah,
put it in the subtitle and all those stuff.
we're gonna put it in the description.
Yeah, in the description. People can go and check those. And for some technical people, even if they are in IT, but even if they're not in security field, I recommend them to install some VM. Some VM, like virtual environment stuff, and there are some links there, and they can just click on the link. Not their original browser. They download
The cloud,
the VM,
basically the cloud browser.
They can download a VM, and they can use the browser in that VM and check if it's really the link that's
But sent to
yeah.
them.
So it's like a sandbox. It's like a protected environment.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is one of the reasons, and you gotta also check the content. Not on nobody will send you a link directly. Even Instagram, there will be some text in it. There will be some text description. Why this link? Click on this link. Now, because because of the advancement of AI, it's really hard to detect if this is a phishing email. Because before, the hackers, they could send you some email and write some stuff, but you will see some misspelling, a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
But with the advancement of AI now, it's almost impossible to detect that.
Exactly.
And that's why even during this vacation, I built a system, a deep learning model, to prevent these phishing emails and all those are phishing emails. It will check the social graph, like the social relationship that you have with different people, and to detect and classify directly if this is email or this is fake. The percentage of this being a phishing
Big
email,
or not.
is very big. So I'm trying to make it as an extension so that you can install in your browser, but it's a little bit difficult. But I'm trying to. But
I seriously that would be really good, because look, the thing is that there is a lot of things that we tend to ignore. Especially, I'm not talking about for us that are studying computer science is a different thing, because the way we want to look at something is a different. But I'm talking about the regular person, our parents, and those are the people that are usually being targeted. Usually being targeted. For example, my parents send me links. They just copy links, and a little bit of story. A little bit of story is like so. That was one time. I was here in the university, and I think my grandpa. His WhatsApp was hacked. I don't know how come it was hacked, but it was so strange. There was this long message. Please, I'm stuck, and this. Please send me money. I was like, no, this cannot be. My grandpa cannot. Send me a message asking me money. It's really awkward. I was like, no, this is not supposed to be, but it's his number. So what I did was I kind of called a relative and I asked, hey, what's up? This and this is what happened. I received this, and I really I'm suspecting that this is not for him. Please, can you maybe reach out to him if he's around, and probably confirm if he's the only one. So later on, I realized that I'm not only the only one that received the same thing, but also another uncle of mine, or basically a nephew. one of my cousin also received almost similar message requesting for money. Then basically we kind of get the scam out of and all that kind of stuff. So, but that's the thing. That's the reality that is there. I mean, even some of the most secure things can now be hacked, which is like our WhatsApp now. So, which is a very, very, very big problem. So, how can an average person to stay, from securing his WhatsApp, from securing his, his Facebook, because those are main things that people actually use. How can they stay safe in this scenario?
Yeah. So I think, as I said, you gotta be conscious of the first step is like to mobilize, to tell them, to make people aware. As 100%. even if they're
seriously, this is just what we are doing. Mostly because of the awareness. We want people to be aware of the risk that around them.
Yeah. So everyone who are in IT field or who knows something about cybersecurity or who knows something about information and security and all those stuff, sensibilization is the key. Our grandfather and our mom, for example, my mom, I've hacked my mom through her phone, and I was having the video, the picture of everything. I could see her live. I did this and I sent her back the stuff, but because I was testing. Even there is one girl that I've done this a lot of time, but I just tell you this is not the protected because I've sent them some link like this is Instagram or this is because I can mask a link. So there are hackers that are really, really
way
better, 100 times X better. So imagine what those guys could do. So the thing is sensibilization. You gotta sensibilize people
and people having information about.
Don't click on any link. Exactly. Don't click on any link
because that's one of the most easiest way someone can penetrate your device and basically take all information and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. So also now link, not link, but also links have been embedded in pictures. So links have been embedded in pictures. I mean, even some of the most, unsuspicious images, you get to see links there. So how should someone deal with that?
So first of all, you got.
I mean, even though we know you can't 100% everything, but how can you at least prevent it?
Though I think for the people who doesn't know too much about who are not more than security guy or IT guy, it will be really difficult for them to they cannot be protected 100% for hackers. They cannot be. Even me, I can be hacked, but I know that I know a lot of stuff. I can protect myself, but I still can be hacked by
Exactly.
So to protect yourself about that, you gotta verify the source of the information or the source of the image. We is sending this image to you. We is sending this image to you.
Exactly.
We is sending this link to you. So you gotta verify. So if you verify the source and you think the source is the right person, this is only 50% short of because my mother trusts me.
Exactly.
And I was able to hack there. I know you. I can hack you.
Exactly.
Because I can send you some image and you will click on it because you know me, right?
Exactly.
And I can take your information and I can take all those stuff, your money and all those stuff.
Exactly.
I can, if you click on a bank account, I can embed a link to your
take
PayPal, everything, and I will create a fake web page, and you will be redirected to that web page.
Exactly.
So it's almost impossible to be protected 100%. But there are some ways to, like I'm saying,
as you say, like
prevention,
exactly,
like VM and stuff. So
exactly, not necessarily working from your device, more of like creating a third party of maybe also using and VPN and all that kind of stuff.
And for all your accounts, you gotta use the two-factor authentication. Yeah, it's also important.
Okay, we're talking about still on the image. I did recently see, when we take a picture, we have every single picture have some certain metadata. That metadata include, where it's been taken and basically the date and all that kind of stuff. And still, those things can be used. Actually, people can still retrieve those metadata. So how can we deal with that? Because I'm asking you this question because I actually saw a video it was explained that our metadata is still stored on those images, and one of the techniques that was given in that scenario was like, look, even if you wanna post a picture on something, a possible screenshot it and basically crop it. So what happens is that the metadata kind of get lost from the original image, because originally if you can see even in our iPhones, in our
Yeah.
Android. Somehow, when we click on it, I mean, it's maybe just an innocent thing, but we can easily find that, find those things and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Even me, I can do this kind of stuff. So
In which,
exactly.
in which you retrieve someone's
some
information.
metadata. But I don't think most of the 90% of the people, they're not concerned about the metadata of the picture. As long as you are posting your video, your pictures on a social media platform, I think you are aware of, if you are a public person and you are aware of certain stuff. So the date and certain metadata about the image are not that much important. Me. Yeah,
Exactly.
not that much important for me.
But for some people, when it comes to maybe investigation, obviously trying to know where you were you and all that kind of stuff, these small details could be a very big important for
so
people.
That's good because it's for a security reason.
Exactly.
If the police is trying to find you, there are some stuff that we call OSINT, like open system interconnection and those stuff. Yeah, so it's like there are multiple websites for that. If a person wanna look for a person in real life, is looking for you, someone is looking for you, and you wanna get your email address or you wanna get the email address of a celebrity, there are some OSINT platforms that will help you to do that. To go on the website, to do advanced research. OSINT is like advanced research. OSINT is like open system interconnection.
Exactly.
It was an open source project for some people. So it's like advanced research. So I think if a good hackers or something really good wanna get some information about you because of the internet and because of the AI you are telling, every one of us, we are on internet everywhere.
Everywhere.
They will find your
Exactly.
They will
find
you.
your information.
Yeah, they will find you.
Okay, still on the talking about internet or no. So based on your opinion, what is something that someone should post and something that someone should never post on Instagram or on maybe internet? Because look, we are now seeing with the rise of AI, it comes with the rise of social media, and a lot of influencers are basically, posting the most tiniest details of their life, and even though most of the cases they actually faking it, we see now, the most trending things are couple accounts in which you see a husband and wife sharing some of the most intimate part of their life, some of the most sensible part of their life. So if you have to say something to maybe those kind of couple, what is one thing you're going to say that, okay, look, you can post this, but you cannot post this? What is those things that should never be posted online?
Don't post your children. That's the only thing I can tell them. Because as long as you post, you are deciding. I think everything is about choice. But your children, they are not aware of certain stuff. And never post your children. Because there are a lot of stuff that's happening to children and all the stuff. Like you post your children and people will find to locate them. To look at them.
And also,
yourself.
We have to. I'm continue, but I'm gonna talk about next thing.
Yeah. So you, as a grand person, as a mature person, post yourself doing whatever you do. This is like a conscience. There are some. You gotta know that there are some pictures of you, or there are some videos of you, some intimate parts of your life that you don't have to post. But as a mature person, I cannot come and give you advice. Don't do this, don't do this. But I think don't post your intimate stuff. But the important stuff, don't post your children. They are not aware of certain stuff. Don't post them. Don't make people know them on the internet. Know them that this is my father. If everyone says this person, okay, this is the son, this is the daughter of this person. It's never post your children.
Exactly. It's really good. So still in this topic. Recently we had one of the very big YouTuber. That guy is like, I think 10 million. He's having 10 million in it, and he quit YouTube. One of the biggest he quit YouTube and literally deleted his channel. One of the biggest reason he cited was because to protect his family. So what happened was he's having this YouTube channel that he's doing camping with his family, showing everything about his family and all that kind of stuff. And for someone with that massive platform, I'm talking about like 10 million, for someone like that to just decide to delete his channel just to protect his loved one, it's more than just what we can explain. He have seen it. It's going to be one of the most difficult decisions for him to just let out that kind of big platform that he's having, and it's such a terrifying moment. And also with the recent things that are happening, we are seeing something they call cyber kidnapping. I've seen it. Recently, cyber kidnapping, and it's the same thing that you're talking about. People locating people based on a post they make.
Yeah.
And also, kids.
Yeah.
So basically, we are having parents who post their kids, and now we have some creepy person because look, because
Yeah.
we have people who are crazy, not normal people on the internet. So now what happens is that those people have been studying whatever you have been posting. They are looking for the most tiniest detail. They took those things, they analyze them, they click on the location. Even if they are not in that location, they send someone to go to that location and basically end up kidnapping that kid.
They can do.
And then the question would be like, how did they even know this, and this?
So,
So,
I'll tell you
and
how
it's a
they
big
do-
problem.
Yeah, I'll tell you how they do it. If you post an image now, they'll try to find the exact date of the exact moment you posted that image.
Exactly.
If they have the date of that image, they will see maybe
Location.
the background of the image.
Exactly.
They'll try to locate the specific place in the world. So you mean they will know because there are certain stuff. If I take a picture now, that my background, people will be able to see something.
Exactly.
So based on the stuff, they will try to locate you. And if they locate you, with certain information or certain person at a certain area, they can ask them to do this, to do this.
Exactly.
You feel me? To kidnap you or to do this or to do this. I think information are your posts and all this. We are not secure these days. Nobody with this internet. Everybody is putting hundreds of videos of them on all the stuff on internet. It's really hard to be protected. The only thing is just protect your personal data, your money. I think your money. People gotta start treating their security as the currency, the currency.
Exactly. I mean, seriously, but I feel like especially I'm Nigerian, to be honest,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's kind of a taboo to kind of speak about security without actually people looking at you in a different situation. I was so glad to have this kind of discussion with you about security and basically what are the things to know, because I also understand that in order for you to defend, you have to know how to attack. That's the reality. But when we talk about here, we come from an African background. When we talk about this and telling them you have this knowledge and this knowledge, people kind of tend to look at you in a different way. But the reality is not. It's all about you as a person. I mean, just look at it. There is thousands of people who we may not know them because they are always in their room, but they're actually defending us. And also, one of the biggest things I also recently saw in news about how Kenyan banks are being attacked. All of these banks are being attacked and all that kind of stuff. So, without someone who understand the field, who understand how the other people are thinking, we can never be defended. So I feel like it's really important, we kind of have this kind of discussion about, helping people to know the security challenges and how to protect themselves. And seriously, I feel like that's one of the biggest problems when it's come. People just make it like a taboo, or
especially in Africa.
Especially in Africa, like if you tell them that you know how to hack someone, they'll be like, okay, you're a hacker. Immediately they had that. So it's like, now you're a bad person. And the reality is actually not the same. Like, especially when I'm a cyber security, like one of the biggest images that always gonna come. It's like,
Science fiction.
Exactly.
It's
Science fiction.
far from that.
That's actually true. Science fiction. That's one thing that usually come with, someone's people mind that, okay, look, he's a hacker. He could do crazy stuff, man. But the reality is not. You can be an hacker, but that you can be the white side. Why are we learning this in the university if it's something really terrible and all that kind of stuff? Okay, okay. Carry on.
I have to point out some for people who are looking from Africa, especially from Africa, and maybe I wish some important personality, some big person will watch that video. The important thing that the Africans are forgetting is that they don't take security too much seriously. Even if you are a cybersecurity guy, you go to an enterprise and you tell them, you have this. Do you have a?
You have a threat.
Yeah.
You have someone
or do you have
someone is trying to breach you.
Yeah. Or do you want to protect your system? Do you have a cybersecurity team with you? They will say, no, we don't need and all this stuff.
We don't need.
And they can, as a hacker, I know. No, I'm not that much. I'm not an expert of hacking, but I've learned some stuff, and I know I'm still learning. But if I go to an African bank today, they will do, as an hacker, we do something that we call recon. It's like a reconnaissance. To go to a place to try to recon. And there are some different tools that we have to use. I can clone your badge. I can do your stuff. If I just know your system, the operating system you are using, the kind of system, the kind of cables you are using for your servers and all those stuff, the kind of machine the assistance the personal assistant is using in the laptop, and I can try to, I can hack that person. And basically, they say that the first security flow is the person itself, is you. Is you. It's not your phone. It's not yourself. It's you.
You.
So if if you're clicking on a link, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as an assistant, I can make you do just a simple thing. Yeah,
I mean, even though it felt normal.
So if you do that simple thing from your computer, I can access all the computers of the organization. I can. So Africans, they are not taking seriously too much. They are not even taking. I think Nigeria, Rwanda, and those. There are 3 countries in Africa. They are good. In their field, they are like. They have big companies. Like
exactly.
You do have big IT companies.
Yeah, we do.
In that field, you are Nigeria, Rwanda, and one other country.
Kenya or something.
Kenya. So they are really good in that. They know that. You know, some of them, they know that leaders, they went outside, they came back, they implemented some stuff. The big organization is working today. But most of the people in Africa, most of the countries in Africa, they don't even know what is the means
of cybersecurity.
Yeah, cybersecurity, or what is the meaning of real AI. They just think AI is just, you just give a prompt to ChatGPT. Exactly. You just take, so they're not trying to implement AI solution to their students.
Advancements.
Yeah. So
it's actually true.
I really hope that will change. Yeah, I really hope that will change.
So, I mean, still speaking about security and everything, one of the biggest things I know is that, of course, AI have come so much destruction, and maybe have done some of this crazy stuff and all that kind of stuff. But it's also helping us to stay safe.
Good. Yeah.
Because now we are seeing research in which AI protection solution are actually being implemented, which means that now we can actually as you also point out, that we can build machine learning models in which they can easily flag out some certain suspicion, and this is a very good thing, isn't it? So what are some of the good things that AI also comes with it, and how it's helping also in securing people?
In securing people, like let's say we want to protect a web application, and if you want to protect a web application, you can just build a model based on the stuff. The model can filter out the different requests, the number of requests that is coming per second, and the pulse that the request is trying to get, and all the stuff. So without you checking every time, the AI is just filtering out stuff. The AI is acting as a barrier. It's like as a web application. We call it a web application firewall. That's for web application system. So
in which it's fishing out on just any suspicion and just flag it.
Suspicions, So based on certain criteria and certain parameters that you have trained your model on, it will act as that. So for big enterprise, like you have your server and all those stuff. So the AI will be able to audit normally, like for you to go every time auditing, checking the server, this port is the function. There are some models you just put in your server and all those stuff. They can easily do anything, and they can alert you if there is the specific stuff. They can blow by themselves. They can know, like you are a human, you say this, you will do this. So they will they will see this kind of stuff. They will try to protect. They will protect your enterprise without you doing it.
Exactly.
So AI is really as everything, not only AI, as everything in life. There is
the bad side and the good side.
We just have to. I think the good side of AI is much more than the bad side
of
AI.
It. But also, it's really important that people to have a kind of have that understanding and all that kind of stuff. It is same thing. Also, when we started the interview with you, also mentioned that people are now really oversharing, right? And seriously, I saw an interview of Sam Altman, the founder of what he called it, CEO of OpenAI. He also point out the same thing. He's saying that people are now really sharing all most creepy things about that stuff, and he even mentioned that, look, you guys that are sharing all of this thing and you are trying to find assistance and all that kind of stuff with this AI, those things can actually be used against you. He actually mentioned that, because what happened is that your chat log, whatever chat log, most of the people also don't even delete them. So you kind of see that, security personnel can actually took those things and actually use them against you. So those are the things. Then also, I mean, ChatGPT have done also something that I've seen most of the AI have not yet implemented, which is the temporary memory thing, which is instead of keeping all of those details in the memory, it's kind of discard them immediately after that discussion after that. And exactly, and I think that's it's really an important thing, because the level of things that people are actually sharing with AI is actually creepy.
It's really, and for developers, for developers who are vibe coding a lot and all this stuff, don't never share your API key with the AI. Just don't never give your public key to,
Okay.
your API key to your AI just to check. And for certain software like Cursor will never accept that. Even if you have your .env file, you are coding your .env file, Cursor will not be able to access that .env file because it contains some personal information, some security stuff.
Yeah.
And don't push your stuff to GitHub, your API keys, or don't implement directly your API keys inside your code and push on GitHub. It's really
problematic. I mean, I actually did see it. I think, to be honest, I kind of had that thing, and I think ChatGPT kind of flagged it that don't share your thing, and also I think Corsa also was. I don't remember. It was my Hugging Face.
Okay.
What do you call it, API? I was sharing that because I was trying to debug. I was like, "This is my Hugging Face.
Yeah.
This go solve this problem here." And I was like, kind of stuff I was saying. Then it's flagged that no, don't don't share your Hugging Face API and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, see, of course you can see even the most tiniest person, even though you think you know that you have knowledge about something, some of the things can actually be odd. I mean, even though it feel like no, it's just an AI you don't know and all that kind of stuff is really. So now let's come back to something that is also a thing that culturally, then which is the bias.
Okay.
AI actually bias, and I mean, looking at AI, we also have to understand that look, they are depicting the bias that we as human are having because they are trained based on our own data. The way our word is, that's how our what do you call it, our AI models would be. It just so happened that maybe the creators could be a little bit, neutral in the bias and then try to basically change it. A few example of this that I want to give is, for example, let's take DeepSeek. DeepSeek was also released by the Chinese and all that kind of stuff, but they intentionally censored some information which are concerning them, like so you can ask it some question, you can ask it some certain question and it won't give you the answer. All right. And then also you also have one of them that okay the Americans ones which feel like maybe they will be the same public, freedom of speech and all, but we are seeing Grok, the Elon Musk OpenAI, and I mean those are, the AI have been seen after a lot of tests. People found it to be racist, fascism, all those kind of things that maybe should not be seen by an AI system. So how do you think, how do you think maybe public opinion or how people think about something or basically perceive something based on these biases? How can people actually navigate these biases? Because the reality is that AI models are actually not are biased, and they are not. They are biased. So how can people actually filter out? Okay, this AI is actually giving me a biased answer, and this AI is also giving me a non-biased answer. What should people do in this scenario?
By using them more and by comparing their answer. For example, when DeepSeek first came out, I tried DeepSeek out, and I was asking DeepSeek some question, and even the way I'm asking DeepSeek the question, I just copy paste the same question and I give it to AI.
ChatGPT like that.
Yeah, because when we say AI today, people think like so I gave it to the same ChatGPT. And DeepSeek wasn't able to understand the stuff at that moment. When it first came out, the new way they came, it wasn't able to understand. It gave me another completely answer, you feel me? And the ChatGPT gave me what I wanted to know. So maybe it's because I've used ChatGPT and ChatGPT knows like my preference or some of the stuff that I was, maybe the context of what I was asking for. So like every model and even the AI builder, they just gotta thing like the quality of the data set is really important.
Of course, it's something that is there, but it's something that almost like people. It's always gonna be biased. I'm not really seeing that the AIs would be fully unbiased or neutral in some certain scenario. But of course, it's us, the users, to understand and look. These things are biased,
Yeah.
but how we have to try to navigate them.
Yeah,
We have to
very
try to navigate. Okay, look, this answer definitely look biased, and we have to apply our critical.
Yeah, that's why I say validation. I said
Exactly.
that at the
We
beginning.
have to check and
Yeah.
think that look, seriously, to be honest, this answer is definitely a biased answer,
Yeah.
and it's based on
Yeah.
some certain scenario and all that kind of stuff. Then also it's one of the protective things that I see people attempt to go that route is it's to install the AI. Basically, since we are having a lot of open source AI models now that have been turned God to DeepSeek. So now people are basically taking those models and installing them locally and using them. I think that's more helpful in terms of like keeping their data locally without exposing themselves.
I think if you want to keep your data locally, you can do that. That's the best way to do
To use.
to use it.
But
I
also
think-
computational issues.
Computational issue is there.
It's one
if
of
you are,
them.
if you are using a model locally, you are using your own RAM, you are using your own CPU.
Exactly. So-
So that's why when I first I installed Ulama and some. Just Ulama is just like managing the stuff.
Exactly.
So I installed some. My laptop was very. When I asked something to Ujama, I could wait 5 minutes,
5 minutes.
before it started. And I thought, okay, it's my CPU is really. I don't have my laptop is not that much good. You know, the
Exactly.
computational
So-
power. Yeah, so you gotta take that in consideration. So that's why the people who are really rich or who have some enough
like, for
computational
example,
power,
exactly,
enough computational power, they can download and use their own AI. If they don't want their stuff there, the questionable stuff, their personal data to go out. They can do that. And I was about to say one thing. There is one important thing that I wanted to say,
Maybe.
but I forgot it.
So
We can,
again,
we can-
okay, it's fine. I mean, we had a very interesting discussion about the security issues that AI could have been posing, and a lot of people actually does not know. And really, thank you. But before we go, what is one final message you say to someone, an average person, any part of the world, to help them stay secure, to help them, know what to post online? What are things to be aware when using AI, and maybe probably some AI that you think, or some tools that you think you trust to be using to stay secure every day?
The first and important thing that I will say, I will tell now is verify your messages, verify the link. Don't never click on them. That's like the first and basic means that comes every day. We receive a lot of emails. Verify the emails. As if whoever is watching this video now, try to install there is something that we call virtual boxes. Try to install those virtual boxes and try to copy and paste those links. And there are some software, just paste the link there, and the software will try to say, okay, this link will redirect me to this page. So it's not good and all this stuff. So check. And there are some websites that Suleiman later he will add to the description so that you can go and verify that. And one thing is that don't try to protect yourself for big enterprise. Try to protect yourself, your data and all the stuff from the hackers. Because the big company, they are controlling your laptop. They're controlling everything, your phone and all those stuff. You don't know how things have been programmed. So most of them, they say it, but you don't read it. But I read it. I know they are taking a lot of information, and even the website.
And some of things we cannot even control.
They say, but try to protect yourself from hackers and not from Google's or the big company, because they're also, you are using their phone, you are using their operating system, you are using Google for free, you are browsing for free. So they are just taking some stuff from you, and like try to get some money. So I think try verify your emails. Install some VMware to analyze your links and all those stuff. And don't post everything on social media. The most important thing is don't post your children. Don't post your small brothers. If you want to post yourself, do it. But don't post your loved one. Don't post your family on internet if they don't want to be seen. It's really dangerous. People can really use that against you. They can look at you. They can do whatever. They can kidnap you. They can make some videos from you, they can. There is a lot of stuff to do. So stay protected, and don't post your loved ones.
Yeah, that was a very good one. Thank you for coming today. And if you like the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.